We live life wherever life takes us. We're a family of entrepreneurs, explorers, givers, and doers. We believe in a simpler way, free from harmful chemicals. We do clean without compromise. We've been helping others live safer for a while now, 1994 to be exact. We're born of Norway, but our Norwegian way of living spans the globe. We are guided by our core values of integrity, trust, respect, and kindness. We don't look to judge, but to educate and inspire. We eliminate toxins and waste from all aspects of everyday life. Our microfiber removes bacteria with water alone and self-cleanses as it dries. Our plant-based enzymes tackle the toughest messes easily and sustainably. Our Nordic antioxidants and probiotics nourish and protect. We come with our own caring community. Thousands of thoughtful individuals who bond over making a real difference. One person at a time, one home at a time. We welcome the busy, the budget-minded, the considerate, and the concerned. Wherever life takes you, we'll help you live it. Cleaner, safer, better.
Hi everyone, welcome to our event. I'm so glad you're here. Thank you so much for being in the group and supporting our amazing hostess. I hope there's been at least one post over the last couple days that caught your eye. Maybe it was helpful, maybe you learned something new. Be sure to say hi when you jump on and let me know, how do you know our amazing hostess? I met her through some other recent parties I had, and we've had a great time together. So I'm going to tag a couple people. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Amy Dabbelt. I've been sharing Norwex for the last 4 years. Guys, we have an amazing mission at Norwex. We share a cleaner, safer, better way of living by reducing chemicals in just our everyday lives. Honestly, our mission is the entire reason why I joined Norwex. Many years ago, my son was diagnosed with autism and ADHD. He was having such a hard time, lots of problems, health problems, psychological problems, you name it. It was very hard on his little body. And our family was really struggling. After several years of working with countless specialists at Children's Hospital, nothing was still working. He wasn't getting better. And they eventually recommended that I start detoxing our home. They suggested that I avoid products with harsh chemicals in both our cleaning and our personal care routines. So my husband and I never really thought of our products as toxic, right? The research we did that night after that meeting completely opened our eyes to something called chemical burden and how it impacts our immune system, our health, our hormones. And we started learning about the dangers of toxic chemicals. So then about 6 months later, my friend Jackie, she introduced me to Norwex, and it was a party just like this. She said, "It's going to change your life." I remember those words, and I probably sarcastically was like, "Okay, yeah, right." But then I learned, what this was all about. And honestly, the culture of detoxing and reducing chemicals in our everyday lives is really why I joined Norwex. But it's also why I chose to continue to share it with others since I joined, because people just need to know. So tonight we're going to focus on a few demos. I want to show you some basics. Even if you've been using Norwex for a while, I hope you learn a few new things. So I have a team of about 200 people, and there are some awesome special joining offers this month. And we've had several people join our team, several people. So I'm super excited about that. And people just need to know, right? So the more the merrier. We have 3 ways to join. I'll post this in the party. People need to know about these chemicals. I didn't learn about any of these things until I was 48 years old 4 years ago. So there's actually 3 ways to join Norwex in March. We get an awesome 35% discount. So if you're watching everything tonight and you're thinking, whoa, I need it all, think about joining, because many people who join our team, they do it for the discount for themselves, and some decide to share it with others. Either way is totally fine with us. So if you want more details on that, just message me privately and I'll send you all the info. So we're going to get started. And guys, I didn't know about any of this stuff until 4 years ago, right? So there's the chemical stats that I posted. I did not know about sanitizing wipes until Norwex. I did not know this is registered as a pesticide with the EPA. I also didn't know about the cancer rate. Just wow, right? 1 in 3 people will be diagnosed with cancer, but 1 in 2 men. Guys, I didn't know any of this stuff. I use these disinfectants on my boys' toys, like their Legos that they would then put in their mouth. Like, this is classified by the EPA as a pesticide, and I used it on their toys. And kids put everything in their mouth. That's direct exposure. People use sanitizers regularly. They use them in schools. They use them in their homes. They use them in restaurants. A girlfriend of mine, she would wipe her kitchen counters down with sanitizing wipes, and then she would roll out her homemade pizza dough. Wow. Like, that was Clorox pizza, guys. Like, no doubt about it. That was direct chemical exposure and ingestion. We just don't realize that these chemicals are just not good for us. So this is where we want to educate, right? We want to share with our friends and the people we care about. Hosting a workshop like this is so fun. It's easy. I do all the work. My hostesses, they invite their friends, and we get to educate your people so they learn a different way to clean. The way we clean with Norwex is called mechanically cleaning. It is so incredible. I wish I would have known about this way, way back, way before I had kids. I would have done things much differently. And I know it would have greatly impacted our family's health journey, which has really been a struggle at times, right? And we've all been there with our own struggles. So we're going to do a demo. This is the raw chicken demo. And I'm going to show you, I'm sorry, I have teenagers, but I'm going to show you the difference between mechanically cleaning, which is what we do with Norwex, and chemical cleaning, which is what I used to do. So before getting started, I just want to mention to you guys that I am live in 3 different private groups right now. Plus, I'm live on YouTube. There were a few guests in our various parties who did not have Facebook, and I wanted to make sure they can join us. But don't worry, I can see your comments. People in the other groups can't see any of your comments or questions, and I will try to get those answered as we go. But if I miss anything, have no fear. I'm going to go through it all after I finish, because sometimes it can be a lot to handle while trying to get through things quickly. So I'm going to bend my computer down and we're going to do the raw chicken demo. All right, get ready for this. So we have some raw chicken, and I will dim my light in just a second. So I've just got some raw chicken, and I'm going to rub it on these 2 plates. And we're just going to get it nice and dirty, right? We would never do this intentionally. All right. And I've got a couple other things I'm going to use for this demo. I have some testing swabs. I have some simulated bacteria. This is called glow germ. It's not from Norwex, but this makes a powerful statement because it shows what's left over when we're done cleaning. And then I have a black light. I recommend you get a black light, especially if you have teenage boys. These are the testing swabs I'm going to be using. So let me lift this up. So these are rapid testing swabs. I didn't lift it up high enough. Green means clean, and anything darker than green would fail an EPA or an FDA test. My computer's backwards. There we go. So we'll use one in the beginning just so you can see what that's like. And these are actually testing the surface for proteins. Proteins are smaller than bacteria, and proteins are smaller than viruses. And even if a surface did not test positive for bacteria, if proteins were present, bacteria is going to follow, because bacteria is the food source for protein. So instantly we failed. So these are the same swabs, I don't know if I mentioned this, that are used by the EPA and the FDA. So now we're going to add some of these some of this glow germ on. We're just going to add it to the chicken juice, because then we're going to clean it up and we're going to see how well we do. Yes, I'm putting my fingers in raw chicken juice. All right. Anything for the crowd, right? All right. So I'm going to clean one plate with disinfectant wipes. This is my old trusty go-to. I used to be addicted to these things. So we'll get one of those. And then we're going to use one to clean our first plate here. And then we're going to use a Norwex Enviro cloth to clean the other plate. And I'll tell you about that in a second. So we've got our Enviro cloth here. It's wet with just water. So let's take that disinfectant wipe and scrub, scrub, scrub. You can see the little scrubbing bubbles, and I can instantly smell it. It smells like lemon. There's synthetic lemon fragrance. And then I'm going to take my Enviro cloth after I wipe my hands off, and we're going to wipe the other plate up. So I fold my Enviro cloth in half. I hope you can see that. And then I fold it in half again. And you want to clean with your Enviro cloth with a flat side. You wouldn't scrunch it up, because it's those teeny tiny little fibers that are going to do the job. All right, which plate should I do first to see how well we did? Are we doing the disinfectant plate or the Norwex plate? Looks like I have at least one. Oh, it's fair. I see there's all sorts of comments. All right, we are going to do our disinfectant wipe. So look at this. So there's bacteria on the plate. You also see those lines kind of in the middle. That's the chemicals that I spread on the surface there. And then we're going to go and check out our Norwex plate. Guys, like seriously, there's nothing on this plate. It is so clean, even on the sides, so clean. And what I didn't know about disinfectants is not only do they not work as effectively as I always thought I did, but it does coat our surfaces. And when we go from one surface to the next, we're actually sending that bacteria along with it. So they're not even very effective cleaners. So look at that. The Enviro cloth, which we're going to talk about first, this has some really unique features that physically remove what's on the surface. And it's not applying anything to get the job done. Physically it removes. It's called mechanically cleaning. Clean that. And it does not transfer what I pick up from one surface to the next, which is awesome, because then I can have some peace of mind while cleaning. Right, so now we're going to take our other swab. So this is our first one that failed, nice and purple now. And we're going to use our new swab and check the plates, because it's the things we cannot see that can harm us. So we want to make sure that we did get all of the yuckies. All right. So instantly we passed the test. We are bright green, which is awesome. How amazing is that? And the first time I saw this, I thought that, oh, it had to be a trick. Maybe that testing swab didn't work, but I'm going to show you. So I will just gently dab that on the chicken, and you'll see it fail instantly. Yep, instant. So we do have good swabs. All right, I'm going to move this, and then I'm going to wipe off my plate. I think I might have got a little bit of that glow germ powder on it. But then we're going to talk about how that just happened. All right, let me just get this all cleaned up. Guys, it is so easy to clean like this. It's so fast, so easy. I'll never go back. I'll never go back to the sprays and the wipes. But I want to tell you how that worked, right? What is in this Enviro cloth that made it so effective? So all Norwex microfiber is made from the same material. Normal microfiber that we might buy in the store is about 6 times smaller than a human hair. That's the definition of microfiber. But Norwex microfiber is 200 times smaller. I mean, look at the difference. Like clearly you can tell this is a much higher quality cloth. It is totally different from any microfiber that you may have ever bought in a store or online or on Amazon. I can tell a serious difference when I use this compared to my other cloths. And definitely like paper towels and rags, right? Definitely much more effective. Now it's super tiny star-shaped fibers. They're 200 times smaller than a human hair, and they're star-shaped. And just like our science experiment that we did with the black light, the nasties that we cleaned up with this goes inside the cloth. They go inside the star-shaped weave and literally trap everything in the cloth like a suction cup. And then, guys, it has backlock in it. Backlock means there's silver inside. Norwex is pretty genius. They put backlock in these cloths in a liquid state so that it bonds to the microfiber and stays in there for the life of the cloth. It's not nano silver, which does leach away. We don't want that. It's micro silver, and it's inside your cloth. That silver helps the cloth to self-purify, which is so genius. So tonight, after the demo, I'm just going to go in the bathroom and rinse this out with water, and then I will hang it to dry. Where's my hang tag? There it is. And then I'll hang it to dry, and while it is drying, that silver continues to work to clean it, to rid it of any bacteria that I collected tonight. Now, if you've used any other cloths or towels, you know they stink in like 2 hours, right? That's that nasty, funky bacteria, mold, mildew. This one has silver, so you're never going to have to worry about that. It literally cleans itself. It rids itself of the bacteria that you've collected. Silver is a natural antibacterial, a natural antimicrobial. Now, you're still going to want to wash these. I wash mine at least once a week, but I'm a really heavy user. So I rinse these out daily in the sink, and then I wash them weekly. I always wash them on hot. I never use fabric softener and never use bleach. That's really, really important because it can damage the fibers. I also try to deep soak my Enviro cloths and my other Norwex cloths regularly. I use this. This is our microfiber cleaner laundry booster. It smells good. It smells like oranges. And it's just a great product for caring for your Norwex, and it can breathe the new life in them, especially if you're using them to clean up lots of greasy things and stuff like that. Now, our laundry detergent is amazing as well, but the booster is just awesome. It has enzymes inside of it. Enzymes are found in nature. They're natural catalysts to break down organic matter. So these break down the nasties that are inside your cloth. And I'm showing you guys tonight everything that comes in our Safe Haven 5, which is my all-time favorite starter kit. Here it is, right here. So the Safe Haven 5 comes in this super cute box. You actually save about $16 when you get the Safe Haven 5 compared to buying the things that are inside separately. And it's a great place to start. I've had a lot of people come to my parties and demos, and then they tell me later, I wish I would have started with the Safe Haven 5 because it pretty much gives you everything you need. So we've got a laundry detergent, Enviro cloth, a window cloth, cleaning paste, which we're going to demo these, and the dusting mitt, which I'm also going to demo in just a second. I love this thing. I actually used it earlier today to clean my windows, which was awesome. I'm also going to demo, as I mentioned, the cleaning paste. And the laundry detergent, guys, you can literally clean just about your entire house with what's in this box. And everything goes so well together. I love. I'll tell you more about that in a second. Let me move this out of the way. And you really have a nice combo, right? It's honestly everything under your sink can pretty much go, and you just use these cloths. Now I'm going to do another demo. I'm trying to close this. Hey guys, I see you jumping on. I'm going to do another demo with the Enviro cloth again, but also its best friend, the window cloth. Oh my gosh. These two cloths go together like peanut butter and jelly. And how pretty is this? I use my wet Enviro cloth to clean everything, like literally everything in the house. Counters, windows, mirrors, you name it. I'm going to do another little experiment, right, with these two cloths together. Maybe it's not a science experiment, but everybody needs to see this. I'm going to use the Norwex Body Balm. Everyone always asks me about this. It is so good. It's basically chapstick for your body. It's so, so nice to have this, especially in the drier months, right? But we're going to make a mess on these mirrors. This is USDA certified, organic. You push it up from the bottom. It's so good. If you have dry patches like on your heels, the back of your hands, your husband's hands, If they get cracked on top from maybe working outside, this is a go-to. It's body balm, and it lasts you forever. And honestly, anyone in the house can use this. My sons also like this a lot. My oldest son plays high school football, and he gets a lot of things wrong with his skin, a lot of calluses, and we always use this to kind of help that out. My other son plays soccer, lots of damage on the skin, and this is just wonderful. All right, enough about that. I think you guys can tell I like it. All right, so we're going to clean this dirty surface. You see, I made it kind of a mess. I'm trying to do it at an angle so you see it really well. So first, we're going to clean all of our surfaces with our Enviro cloth. We're just going to take that Enviro cloth and physically remove the grease, the grime, the gunk, and 99% of bacteria. And then we're going to take the window cloth and we are going to polish it. We want to use the window cloth with the Enviro cloth whenever we're cleaning a surface that's reflective or shiny. You guys, these two cloths are your everything cloth. This is called this, I think it's called the Spring Basic package. So super easy. If you have granite, stainless, your faucets, they will all be streak free. Anything shiny in the house, use these two cloths together and you're good to go. I mean, so easy, no streaks, right? So guys, when you have kids or teenagers, even pets, your windows get dirty, right? The window cleaner I used to use has lots of toxic chemicals in it. We don't need this on our surfaces, like ammonia, cadmium, which is linked to allergies and skin irritation. So all of these things add up, right? A little bit here, a little bit more chemicals there, and before we know it, we have some serious health issues. So if you're thinking right now, oh my gosh, I need this in my house, I need these cloths in my life, book a party, because your friends need to know about these products too. Think about hosting, no pressure at all, but our host will earn some crazy awesome free products, some hostess cash, plus our hosting rewards are great. They're all about choice, which means you get money to spend on whatever you want. I'm currently booking right now in April. We're booked up for March, but April I have several dates open mid-month and it will be so much fun. When you host a party, it's so easy. You just basically invite a few friends and I do all the work. Everything's online, which is nice. You can invite them from anywhere, wherever they are. People can hop in and out as they want, right? So the Enviro cloth and window cloth, they're your everything cloths. You can clean so much with them. Now, we also have a dusting mitt, which I showed a few minutes ago. The dusting mitt I love. All the dust just sticks to this mitt. I can also use this damp to clean my car, to clean my window screens. My kids eat a lot in the car, not by choice, but just because we're going back and forth constantly from practices and someone left someone somewhere. So we're always on the go with them in the back seat, right? The car gets pretty dirty when you do that. So what I do is I take a teaspoon of our laundry detergent, which is called Ultra Power Plus, and put it in a spray bottle of water. Or you can take a teaspoon of the booster and put it in a spray bottle of water. I'll spray the seats of my car down and then I'll take this dusting mitt on my hand and just quickly go over it. It's so fast, so easy, and who doesn't love a clean car, right? But of course, it doesn't last long when you have teenagers. When you use the booster, it has enzymes in it, which helps makes things get even cleaner. So we're going to do the dust mitt demo. Who has a dust mitt and who loves it? If you've had it for a while, you know how awesome it is. One of the most common things I hear during my parties is, I didn't know that, because when you use your dust mitt, the first thing you want to do is you want to put a static charge in it. So let me get my table ready and we're going to do a dust mitt demo. All right, I have the Norwex cutting board. I'm going to bend you guys down. And all right, the Norwex cutting board is great. If you ever need a nice cutting board, this is awesome. Hopefully you can see that okay. So I'm going to take a little bit of baking flour. Oh, there it is. A little bit of baking flour. And I'm just going to put it on this cutting board and let that get into all the crevices, really make a mess, right? And this is very fine particles that replicates dust, right? So we're going to rub that all in. Then we'll take our dust mitt and we're going to put a static charge in it. And then now this has a positive charge. The dust has a negative charge. I know you see this magic. So basically like sticks together like a magnet. Get down in there and situate. So first thing you want to do with your dust mitt after it's dirty is you can rinse it off, or you can use a rubber brush, which is awesome. The rubber brush helps take all that dust and kicks it off into the trash can. I mean, you literally, it takes you 5, 10, 15 minutes to dust in your entire house. And that is not even joking. You just go around and touch your surfaces and clean them off. It's so easy, no sprays, no wipes. Now, what I didn't know is that furniture polish, this is what I used to use, it's very expensive. I'll tell you that because I just bought it today for this demo to talk about the ingredients. It was $6.49 a can. I used to buy it every couple months, but I haven't bought it for 4 years. So that would have been 6 cans a year times $6.49 a year for 4 years, 156, maybe 158 bucks that I've saved just from this one product, which is insane. Furniture polish has petrochemicals in it. It has petroleum in it, which is a carcinogen directly linked to cancer. And you guys saw how easy that was. And literally, this will last you 20 years. It's so easy. It has silver in it too. So when it's really dirty, just dust it off, clean it off, throw it in the washer with your other Norwex. You can rinse it out, hang it to dry with that nice little hang tag there. I recommend that everyone have a dust mitt. And if you have pets, I also recommend this rubber brush. It's inexpensive. It's great for getting pet fur off your couch, your car upholstery, things like that. So let's see, what else do we got? Let me move this out of my way. I hope you guys are having fun. Hey there, I see ya. All right. So when you're done dusting, you just chuck this into the trash, right? Not the dust mitt, the dust. And then rinse it out, like I mentioned. Hang it to dry. The silver will self-purify it while it's hanging. I actually only wash my dust mitt in the washer maybe once every 3-4 weeks. I mean, it just stays pretty clean. Let's move on. We're going to get moving on. We're going to do the next thing. So we also have cleaning paste. Who has the cleaning paste? It is what I use when I need a little extra something to, like a little extra muscle, right? Something that my cloths cannot get clean. So I'm going to show you another demo. We're going to use my tile. I love the cleaning paste, guys, because one of my granddaughters, she would take a permanent marker and she would write on my antique furniture. So I've personally tested this in some of the worst scenarios you could ever imagine, and it worked great. I was like, what are you doing? This cleaning paste has been super, super helpful to me. Having 4 granddaughters who's very rambunctious, having 2 teenage boys, it has been very, very helpful just to keep my home in order. So if you have a busy household, you know someone with young children, you have young children coming around, grab yourself some cleaning paste. This does come in the Safe Haven 5. So now we're going to do a quick demo. Let me find my magic marker. Oh, here we go. All right, so I am going to keep this bent down for now. I'm going to write on my tile. I'm going to write 200 to 400. All right, and we're going to let that dry. And this tile is just a hard piece of tile. It does not have a slick coating on it. So that means it's very porous. Anything that I put on the tile is actually going to get absorbed into it. And I've been using this same tile for, oh my gosh, all 4 years. I think I bought this right before my very first demo I was doing for other people. So this is my cleaning paste. Let me get you maybe more light. That's my cleaning paste. I've used this for 4 years. This actually is pretty amazing because it lasts you 3 to 5 years, and that's a testimony to that. So what I wrote on here is 200 to 400. Because that is what typically my hosts earn in hostess cash to buy whatever they want. I did have a lady last week who earned 500, which was awesome. Plus she got a bunch of half price items. So you could even do better than that if you wanted. All right, so here's the Norwex cleaning paste. I just put a little bit on my Enviro cloth. My husband also loves using this for issues in the garage. And we've been using this same one. I mean, how crazy is that, for 4 years? I think I need a little bit more water. And you kind of activate it with water. So you want your cloth or your sponge to be damp. There we go. All right. Sorry for my shaking table. Now, you can also use the cleaning paste with one of our scrubby sponges. The main ingredients in this are marble flour, coconut oil, and natural soap. So you can do one of two things. You can use it with your Enviro cloth, or if you have a really tough mess, so think like soap scum, something like that, grab a scrubby. These are our Sperry sponges. They're inexpensive, come in a box of 2, and they're just great. You're just going to get those a little bit wet and just dip it right in that cleaning paste. It won't hurt it at all. All right. And then we're just going to scrub. So this is what I use to clean the grout in my bathroom. And it is amazing. I'm not even kidding. Grout can be very tough to clean. And since there's no harmful ingredients in it, there's no need to wash the surface when you're done, which is fantastic. And then I just wipe it off with my Enviro cloth. How great is that? I might have left. There we go. I thought I left a little tiny bit on there. Kind of hard doing it backwards. I love the Sperry sponges. We like using one of the Sperry sponges to do dishes. And you just get a little bit wet and gives you a little bit more scrubbing power. Soap scum, rust stains. I know I have a lot of customers who live in some older homes with the older style toilets and things like that, which can get really bad rust stains. This works like a champ on that. Pretty clean, right? We love all the clean things. Let me wipe my table off and we're going to just keep going. All right, let's see. I don't see any questions yet, but I will look back if I missed any. So in the meantime, while I'm looking at the chat, I'm going to show you guys a couple pictures and give you some ideas on other ways to use your cleaning paste. So you can use your cleaning paste to clean the oven. Look at that. And that was used with our Sperry net. And so Sperry net and paste. We've got some hard water stains on glass shower doors. Sneakers, got those nice and clean. Then you've got, my husband's favorite, cleaning the headlights, all the gunk from the wintertime. Just use that with use the paste with a Sperry sponge or another scrubby and clean those headlights. Your Enviro cloth and window cloth. And then I know I've shared a lot of examples of how to use the Enviro cloth on hard surfaces. You can also use it on fabric, carpet, things like that. And then dust mitt. We've all been there at some point. The dust mitt is so good. You guys can get it damp and clean your window screens. You can clean the window tracks. It's so good. All right, so let's talk about how to care for your Norwex. And I want to hit on something with the Norwex. So in the party I posted, before we talk about this, in the party I posted about the descaler. I'm pretty sure there were some comments on that. So this is the descaler. So Norwex has enzyme products as well. Enzymes, as I mentioned before, they're found in nature. Think of them like little Pac-Men. They come in, they physically destroy and remove various types of organic matter. So I posted about the descaler, and kind of what this addresses are things like hard water, lime scale, calcium buildup, things like that. And if you see like white flaky things or like debris around your drains, your faucets, the descaler is going to be awesome for you, because that's one of the very first signs of really hard water. I just spray this on and let it sit for a few minutes, and then I use one of my scrubbies to clean it off. I love using it with the Sperry sponge. It works so good for things that are really hard to get off. I actually just did this week on our refrigerator, the water dispenser in the front of the fridge. We have super, super hard water. And there was like a white coating around in the drip tray. So I cleaned that all out with this in like 5 minutes. I just sprayed it on, used my Enviro cloth to wipe it out. It was awesome. We also have other enzyme cleaners, lots of other ones. I might have posted about this. I might have. But if you want information about specific enzyme cleaners, let me know. But I have to highlight this one because it's probably the one that sells the most, that are repeat purchases for my customers. This one is one that I will personally never go out of stock at my house because my husband used to snore so bad. A lot of people who have issues sleeping is because, and breathing issues, maybe they wake up with a dry, I'm looking for a picture. Yeah, I just saw it. Respiratory issues. They're actually allergic to what? They're allergic to dust mites. And you're not only allergic to dust mites, we're allergic to dust mite poop, which is really insane. So our mattresses, our pillows, the dog beds, they actually physically gain weight throughout the year from the excess of dust mites and dust mite poop. So you want to get rid of that because we don't want to breathe it in while we sleep. What does it say? Almost 100,000 dust mites live in 1 square yard of carpet. And a pillow that is 2 years old can be 10% dust mite poop and corpses. Okay, so this is so easy. This is like your game changer. I spray this on my mattresses, my pillows, my dog beds, and I've had so many people in parties who tell me they had a dust mite allergy and they finally found a product that worked. When I started using this within a week, my husband stopped snoring. Even if I was a Norwex consultant, I would be getting this on a regular basis. And I stopped waking up with an itchy throat because while we sleep, we inhale dust mites and their poop. I know it's totally gross, but it's life, right? And we got to talk about these things, and what better place to do it than here. So on that, the descaler is great for your big tough jobs, and your mattress spray is great if you have allergy, respiratory issues, you're not sleeping well. So now we're going to talk about caring for our Norwex, because I want you to have this stuff forever, guys. So when you use your Norwex, don't worry. And you know what? You don't have to write this down. I always forget to say that. I'm going to email this to you and I'll text it to you. So you're always going to know how to use and care for your Norwex when you work with me, like always. I'll make sure, and all the hacks too. So you want to wash and rinse out your cloths daily and hang them to dry. That's why they all have a hang tag, right? And while they are drying, the silver is going to purify them. The silver is going to clean them up and get rid of any bacteria. And then you want to wash them weekly, wash on hot. When you wash them on hot, it expands the teeny tiny star-shaped fibers. It's like a flower opening, and they release what they've collected. Never use fabric softener and never ever use bleach. That's so important. And avoid linty items. Remember, these cloths have super tiny star-shaped fibers that do what? They suck everything up in their path. So if you're washing your Norwex with a fleece blanket or a sweatshirt, it's going to hold on to all of that lint in the wash. So no linty items. But things like sheets, bras, underwear, jeans, t-shirts, all of that stuff's totally fine. And it's pretty much lint-free, right? And it's totally fine to combine your Norwex with all of that other stuff. And let's see, I've got a couple of things to show you, and then we're going to wrap up. Let me look at time. We're doing okay. So when you wash your Norwex, I do recommend that you use a fragrance and a filler-free detergent is always going to be best. Guys, this is my old detergent, and now I just use Norwex detergent because this is full of toxic chemicals, including chemicals such as formaldehyde, which is a known carcinogen directly linked to cancer. And I also used fabric softener for years until I learned this was the second most toxic thing in the home. It contains something called harmful VOCs, volatile organic compounds. So I'm going to show you our detergent next. This is so good. This is Norwex Ultra Power Plus. It's a multi-purpose product. So you can put it, as I mentioned, like how I clean my car, you can put a teaspoon of this in, where's my spray bottle? In a spray bottle of water to clean things around the house, to pre-treat stains on clothes, all the things. You can use it on your granite. You can use a teaspoon of this in your carpet cleaning machine mixed with water instead of the carpet cleaning solution. And by the way, that works so good. And you can also put just a sprinkle, a few granules of this directly on an Enviro cloth. Where's my Enviro cloth? To clean your stainless steel, and it removes the hard water buildup. So literally, when I say a couple granules, that's all I mean. It is so good. This is so powerful, but it's also wonderful for your clothes and your Norwex cloths, especially if anyone in your life has skin sensitivities or irritations. This is going to be so helpful to them. There's also no fragrance, no animal testing, no optical brighteners, no fillers, no sulfates, no phthalates, none of the bad stuff. Literally none of the bad stuff. This is just a really great product. Can you tell I like it? It's USDA certified organic, 97% bio-based. And I love that I don't have a lot of smells to deal with. A lot of people I work with are sensitive to smells. And I got to tell you now now when I smell chemical products, like things I used to use, my throat hurts. Maybe I was always sensitive to things and didn't realize it. I was just used to it. But seriously, my throat will hurt, my eyes will itch. And I actually turn a little bit red because I'm just very sensitive to those types of things. And again, I just don't think I realized it before. I just thought that was how I was supposed to feel. I thought I felt fine. But once you detox, right, you feel amazing. And so will your family. And then when you come in contact with those smells or walk past the cleaning aisle, you're going to be amazed at how much different you feel smelling that toxic soup. And I say that because when I walk past the cleaning aisle, it is overwhelming to me how strong it is. And I never noticed it before. So I forgot to mention with this, you want to start with a half a teaspoon per load. If you have a high efficiency washing machine, is so good. If you have a regular washing machine, try a tablespoon per load. Less is always going to be more with Norwex because there's literally no fillers whatsoever. So it requires very, very little. You do not need a ton. And if you have a high efficiency washing machine, you're using a half teaspoon per load, this bag will give you 400 loads or more, which is pretty phenomenal, right? Talk about efficiency. And I have a busy house. I do laundry all the time. I'm probably doing laundry right now. I use one bag over a 4 to 6 month period. And it's in the Safe Haven too. So I'm going to tell you, I told you about everything in a Safe Haven 5, but we also have the next step up, which is our Safe Haven Package Plus. It's the level 2 starter set. The level 2 starter set comes with everything that's in the Safe Haven 5, but it also comes with a few more things, which I really love. It comes with a 2-pack of the Speary sponges, which I've been talking about. You also get a kitchen towel and, oh, here they are, a kitchen towel and a kitchen cloth. This is the only thing I'll use in my kitchen. These are so nice. I love the kitchen towel and the kitchen cloth. They are marked and they say kitchen right on them. There we go. So it helps you remember, like, this cloth is for my kitchen, right? And so you don't ever forget. It just makes things so much easier to keep your cloth dedicated for the kitchen and kind of separate it out. All right. So this is a really cool cloth because one side is an Enviro cloth weave. The other side is this kind of diamond pattern, which is your crumb grabber. It's so good. Like, I use this to clean my kitchen, and we're talking the greasy messes, all the things. We use the kitchen towel to dry hands, dry dishes, and we'll just hang this right on the hook below our sink, and it's so good. When I first got this, I didn't wash it for 2 months. I know that sounds disgusting, but it never smelled. It was like always clean. And I was like, well, I don't need to wash it, but I do not advise doing that. But it has silver in it, so it's going to self-purify itself. Now, I keep my Enviro cloths for cleaning the rest of the house. And I probably have 10 Enviro cloths by now, but literally it's all I use to clean. If you want, I do recommend at least one, but once you get started, you're going to probably want a couple more. The best value is going to be the rainbow package. Comes in a set of 4 with 4 different colors. So you can kind of color, what's the word I'm looking for? Coordinate, color coordinate. All right. So, and then Enviro cloths also come in a travel size, which is awesome. All right. Let's see. I think we're about done. Oh no. So in the Safe Haven Package Plus, which is the level 2, you also get a 3-pack of our body and face cloths. I'm about to do a demo. You're going to love this. These are so good. They are Norwex for your skin. Think of it like an Enviro cloth for your skin. They come in a pack of 3. They do have a nice hang tag on it, which say body and face. There were 4 years went by, and this was the only thing I used to clean my face. So we're going to do a little demo. Maybe get the hair up. When my hair goes up, you know we mean business around here. All right. And by the way, if you host a party with me, I seriously spoil my host. You're going to get a hosting kit from me that actually has a travel size body cloth, an Enviro cloth, and a travel size window cloth. So you have some nice basics before our party. Let me get my water. We're going to do our next demo. And you're just going to love this. They always come in a pack of 3. There's lots of different colors and options. The gray comes in the level 2 starter set. So I'm just going to get this wet with water. And you want it wet, but kind of wrung out a little bit. Norwex cloths do hold 7 times their weight in water. So always give it a good wring. And then you can wash your face, wash your whole body even. This will even remove a magic marker. Where's my marker? Off your face. Let me try to draw a little heart. I always have a problem with this because my camera's backwards when I'm doing these demos. So that's about as good as you go. But when you're dealing with really dirty or part of the skin, something that's like waterproof mascara, you just gently hold this on your skin and it helps loosen it up. And then you gently rub. Oh, I missed that whole part. I mean, how good is that? And I love that they come in a pack of 3. Everyone in the house can have their own cloth. These have been really good for my boys. Teenage boys and acne is never a good thing. So nice. Get those eyebrows. I know I penciled those in too. All right, you can earn some really amazing stuff. Yeah, I think we're good. You can earn some really amazing stuff when you host. The Hostess packet you're going to love. My hosts always tell me how excited they get when they get it. It's full of goodies. Oh, get the lips. This also gently exfoliates. You can just rub it right over your lips and it removes the dead skin cells and all the stuff. All right, look at that. We did some damage. I'm going to we're done, but I do want to show you the mop. So I'm going to turn my camera around and show you the mop, and then we're going to wrap up and I'll give you a little bit of info about ordering specials, which you're going to love. All right, let's get this going. Okay, we got all turned around. Hopefully you guys can see me okay. So before I show you the last thing, I did want to mention we do have some specials this month. These are called spend and save deals. And when you spend a certain amount, you can add these on really inexpensive. The first one is you can add on for $5. That's the exfoliating facial mitt. I did post about this. You just keep it hanging in your shower. Use it on your face every other day, no more than 3 times a week. And this removes, sloths off all the dead skin cells, just really leaving a nice, fresh coat of skin. Like, this is the best way to describe it. And so that if you spend $99 or more, you can add that for $5. If you spend $110 or more, you can add my favorite skincare product of all the skincare products. It's called our Illuminating Oil. And it is food for your skin. It has 15 skin-friendly oils. I'm just going to put that on. You only use like 3 to 5 drops. Again, less is always going to be more with Norwex. 2, 3, 4, 5. Feeling a little bougie this evening. So you're going to pat it in and then and you'll see my skin, like the difference. Always rub up with your skincare. I do skincare parties too, which are so much fun. Oh, yeah. And then I always take the remaining and put it on the back of my hands. And while I'm standing here, I'm going to use a little bit of Norwex Lip Hydration, which is skincare. Lip hydration. Everybody always asks me about that. Skincare for your lips. All right. Let's keep it moving. You guys are my mirror, remember. All right. Last product I want to show you is the Norwex mop. Who has the Norwex mop? I know my computer has a weird screen, so I apologize. So this is the mop. Step on it to adjust the handle, and you can raise it up or lower it. I'm 6 feet tall. If you're just regular mopping, you want it to be about chin height. Righty-tighty, lefty-loosey. This comes with 2 mop pads. I did post a video about this. Comes with a dry mop pad. This is your broom. This gets all the dog hair, the small particles, the crumbs, everything. And then you clean it off the same way as you would your dust mitt. You take that rubber brush and just scrape all the things that you collect right into the trash can. So easy, so fast. Like, I can sweep my entire house in like minutes, which it used to take me probably an hour. Now, after that, you want to use the Norwex mop pad, which you use wet with water alone. Just put it on there with the Velcro, get it wet, bring it out, and just go over your floors. This is basically like an Enviro cloth for your floor. It removes bacteria, the grease, the grime, the dog prints, all the things. And if you have like people visiting and they're wearing their shoes in your house. There's a lot of bacteria on the floor. I used to use like Swiffer and Bona, and I was really never happy. After I mopped, I could feel a tackiness under my feet. I also didn't know those were chemicals getting absorbed into my skin, but I was just never really satisfied. This mop has been a game changer, and you can earn it for free when you host. So last but not least, I am going to post tonight about this. I do have these 3 bags. Each bag has some booking gifts in it. So if our host gets 3 bookings, I'm going to buy something for her off of her wish list. And she has an awesome wish list. So this is the post you want to look for. And I have a little video on here which shows you what's in each bag. And then you can pick which bag you want, 1, 2, or 3. And guys, there's some awesome stuff in there. So I usually only do this special once or twice a year, but I wanted to do something special for this party. I have free shipping turned on tonight. Free shipping, which will be turned on for next 72 hours. Spend $99 or more, you get free shipping as a special gift from me. I already loaded up my card on the website so that Norwex will have that, and that will automatically come off your order. Also, if you spend $150 or more, you will also get in addition to the free shipping, $15 off. So I'm going to go back through questions. Looks like I might have missed a couple. Thank you so much for supporting my business and being here and learning and listening and sharing with me as well. I appreciate you guys. I hope you have an amazing night. I'm going to clean up and then I'll log on and answer any questions that I missed. So thanks again, and I'll see you guys real soon. Bye, guys.